share us to the Create group. Hopping on just a few minutes early to make sure our electronics are going to cooperate and work. Lucy is just finishing up her amazing creation. Hi, Deborah. Welcome in. Let me know if you can hear me and see me okay. Wanted to get some, hi Priscilla, how are you? Just wanted to get some of this back office stuff taken care of a few minutes before I go live. Hi Dewey, how are you? Michelle, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Oh, Michelle, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. The crazy thing is when I do these events and try to get into the period, I'm just pulling these things from my closet. I have decades. Hi, Donna. Welcome in. I have decades of different eras of wardrobe in my closet. Decades. How scary is that? How's everyone doing? Hi, Kim. How are you? Great. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. I'm going to move the camera down a little. When we hit 1 o'clock, I'll stand up and let you see my little flapper skirt, and then I'll sit back down. Oh, and my shoes. How's everyone doing today? Have you had a chance to watch some of the designer sharing projects? Ginger started us off with an amazing top hat. Over the top, gorgeous, beautiful. Hi, Marianne, how are you? Welcome in. We got about 1 minute to go. Checking the lineup, you guys, to see who is on after me. Nicole, from Nicole's Great Creations. All right, so if I forget, someone remind me. Donna, thank you. You're sweet. You're sweet. You're sweet. Giant Bunny, I gotta see it. Hi, Carol, welcome in. I gotta see it. All right, let me stand up so you can get the view, because when we hit 1 o'clock, I wanna just go. Hi, Terry, welcome in. I wanna just go. Okay, and you guys know I always try to include my footwear in my costume for these events. So I have a little flapper skirt on. Like I said, it's in my wardrobe already. These are pumps from the 80s that I still have in my closet. They look very 1920-ish because they're blocky, although that style's coming back. And I have this sweater. You guys know I used to work at White House Black Market, so I kind of have a whole wardrobe of black and white and costume jewelry and all of the things. All right, I'm gonna kick these shoes off because so hi Jill, hi Holly, and I'm gonna put my slippers back on. So just pretend, okay? All right, guys, I'm gonna get started. First off, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Maricela. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Thank you for including me in your birthday bash event. And I don't think I've ever created something based on the Roaring 20s. So this is going to be really fun. And we're going to do, thank you guys, thank you. We're going to do something really fun. I'm going to start on the bottom of my project and work my way up. And the first one to guess what I'm making, and it has to be specific. It can't be just random, you know, you're making a donut. You have to be specific about what kind of project it is. The first one, oh, Michelle. Oh, thank you, Lucy. Yes, happy birthday to the birthday girl. The first one to guess what I'm making, I'll send you a little something from my shop. Something that I'm using on my project today. We're gonna get started. I prepped a lot ahead of time because we only have an hour, and you guys know 1 hour when you're trying to create an over-the-top yummy project goes by super quick. So this is a plastic ice cream dish from, I believe, the Dollar General. Last season, hi Nikki, how are you? Last season when they had all their summer stuff out. So it's a plastic ice cream dish, and I covered it with black glitter foam sheet, okay? And then next I took 4 of the round styrofoam discs from the Dollar Tree, glued them together, covered it with more of the black glitter foam sheet. Not a Victorian lamp, but that's a great idea. That's a great idea. All right, and then I'm going to attach these 2 pieces together. And I can't use a skewer or a toothpick in the middle because the styrofoam is getting attached to a plastic dish. I just want to make sure my seams in the back are all going to line up and I don't make a mistake and turn one of these the wrong way. Okay, so now we have 2 layers. 2 layers. Our ice cream dish and our styrofoam discs. All right, next, I used to be a designer years and years and years back for the company Kaiser Craft. They're a paper crafting product company, and they make amazing, beautiful pattern papers. It's not a 60s hat. We're doing the Roaring 20's. It's not a hat. It's not a hat. So I designed for them for a couple of years, and they were very generous with their designers, giving us beautiful things. So these are some of their beautiful paper flowers. A flapper dress cake. I want to say Michelle's the winner, because it is going to be a dress cake. And I feel like that's specific enough that Michelle's the winner. It's going to be a dress cake with a little bit of spin at the very end. So let's say, Michelle, you're the winner. Send me a private message when this live is over with your shipping information. I'm trying to think if I have it already. I might. Yeah, I have it already because you've ordered from my shop. And I'll send you a little goodie. I'll send you a little goodie. All right, I am D. I need to go back and look at your guess. Did you say a flapper dress before Michelle said a flapper dress? I'll have to go back on the replay because you guys know we're looking down, creating our project. So I'll go back and check the replay and see who said a flapper dress first. In the comments, I'll check the timestamp. I'll check the timestamp. And if it was a tie, if y'all said it at the same time, I'll reach out to you and I'll send you both. Yes, but Dee, did you say it before Michelle? That's the thing. Because I saw Michelle's first. And remember, there's a lag and a delay on these lives. So just because you typed it maybe first, it has to be the timestamp. when I see it on my end. So I will check the 2 timestamps and I'll screenshot them and I'll post them on my page. And if it was a tie, if you both said it at the same time, I'll send you both a little goodie. I'll send you both a little goodie. Happy Mail is fun, right? Happy Mail is so fun. Look how pretty these are, you guys. Look how pretty these are. Keep me on track, you guys, because you know that I tend to talk and I get distracted. Tina. It's not, well, I guess it could be. I was going to say it's not really a cake. It could be. Yeah. So my original project, I was going to do a cake, and because of Prohibition in the 20s, I was going to do a champagne bottle and a glass of champagne on the top of the cake. And then it kind of morphed and evolved as I started going through my stash and collecting supplies. It morphed and evolved. I'm not sure if I pulled enough white flowers, and if not, I'll leave the gap in the back, and when my live is done, I'll go back and pull more white flowers and add them to the back. Oh, okay, Michelle. Thanks for the clarification. I'll still go back and check the timestamp. But sounds like, oh, I'll send one to both you guys. It sounds like Dee said it first. So thank you for watching the comments for me, you guys. Because you know, when we're creating, we're looking down and we can miss things. But yeah, so I was going to do a cake with a champagne bottle on the top and a glass of champagne with cute little gold bubbles. I thought it was going to be so cute. But like I said, it morphed when I was collecting supplies and it changed. And like I said, we're going to put a fun little spin at the very end for the top layer. I might just be 1 flower shy for the very back, you guys. We'll see. I don't know. Let me see. No, I think we're okay. I measured okay. Thank you, Nina. Yes, Yvette. Happy birthday. Hi, Sam. How are you today? What's your temperature today? Glue stick. All right. And like I said, I prepped a few of my steps over the past couple of days because 1 hour goes by so quick. Little skirt when I saw the ice cream bowl. Yes. Originally, I wasn't going to use that ice cream bowl. I was just going to do a mini cake with the little round layers like I do a lot of the times. Thank you, Sam. You're sweet. And when I went out into the garage, combing through my stash, trying to see what do I have out here that I can use on this project? What do I need to go and purchase? I saw the little ice cream dish and I'm like, oh my gosh, that looks like ruffles on the little flapper skirts that they wore back in the 20s. I'm like, we are going to change this from a mini cake with champagne. I'm getting my back, you guys. So that's how our first layer is looking. That right there looks like a top hat or a hat for a snow lady. How pretty would that be? I might have to make a snow lady with a hat like that. Oh my gosh. That just gave me an idea, you guys. All right. Yeah. Lampshade. Thank you, Michelle. All right. So then I took a sheet of the gold glitter foam and took a leaf cookie cutter. And you guys know the trick where you turn it upside down on the back. You press the cookie cutter in so it leaves an impression on it. And then you can cut it out. So I worked on those last night. We're going to add some gold glitter leaves around. Thank you, Quincy. Oh, thank you, Maureen. It does look like a beautiful fancy hat, doesn't it? I think I might have to make, a snow lady with a hat like this. In pink though, you guys, right? I mean, this is so far away from my usual design aesthetic, because you guys know I'm pink on top of pink on top of pink on top of Candyland all the time. And I'm not going to put one of these leaves on every single flower because I think it might be a little bit much, but then again, the Roaring 20s were a little bit much. But I think I'm going to put little groups of 2 of them here and there. And again, I cut 12 of them out. If I go around and I feel like I want some more after I finish, I'll cut some more out and add them. But we're just going to add some here and there around these flowers for just a little pop of gold. And again, like I said, not on every single one. We'll just go around. It is pretty, isn't it? I can't decide if I want to keep this or sell it because it's just so unique and beautiful and different. I mean, thank you, Maricela, for sprinkling. The only one I missed live was Ginger this morning because you guys know I don't get up that early. So I watched her replay of her beautiful, beautiful top hat, and I did sprinkle her in our share group. If you guys don't know, I have a handmade market and share group. It's called Paper Sweeties, Handmade Market and Share, and it's open to all creators and small business owners to share all of the things. Share your pages, share your websites, share your Etsy shops, share your lives, share your tutorials, share your sales, share your groups, anything that you're selling. I think I already said that. All of the things, guys. Hi, Ginger. We were just talking about you. I missed you live, and I hated that. But I don't get up that early, you guys know. So I watched you on the replay and commented and shared you, okay? So I don't think I'm gonna, the gold leaves are pretty, right, Sam? They add a little pop. I'm not gonna have enough to go all the way around, so I'll just do the front and sides, and then when I finish, I'll cut some more, and I'll add them. I'll cut some more and add them. I'm going like up every other one and then down every other one. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Tasha. How's everyone doing? It's still cold here, you guys, but it is above freezing, and our snow and ice is starting to melt. Thank God. Hi, Shannon. How are you? How are you? Welcome in. So yes, so I watched Ginger's top hat on the replay, and then I watched my sweet, sweet friend Marissa from Das Wreath Boutique. She created amazing 3-tier, over-the-top, gorgeous cake. And then I watched my sweet, sweet Lucy from Live Faith Love Crafts create that amazing picture frame. Okay, guys, so I did every other one up, one down, one up, one down, and I did not have enough to do the back. So when I finish, I will cut out some more, and I will finish that back. I just want to make sure I get my seam in the back so it stays in the back. Okay, so then this, it is such a fun theme, right? Like I was saying, I've never created anything like this with black and white and bling. And you guys know I'm usually pink on top of pink on top of pink on top of sprinkles and glitter and Candyland. So this is just from the Dollar Tree, you guys. I'm actually going to start in the back. I need to turn my light on because I'm getting a shadow. Hold on. Ignore my slippers. Ignore my slippers. I'm going to start in the back because I'm not sure if hot glue will show through the mesh netting on this ribbon. Well, it's not really ribbon, it's rhinestones. I don't want the hot glue to show through, so, okay. I think if I do a tiny little bead of it, every couple, it's not really gonna show through. I definitely don't want it to show through. I was going to do the tacky glue, but then I wasn't sure if it would slide down. So I'm starting on the back. I didn't test it ahead of time, and I definitely don't. No, I think we're gonna be okay. If I'm just careful with my hot glue and don't put a huge bead of it, I'm just kind of tacking it in place, and it's the gold rhinestones attaching to the glitter foam sheet. So it's not like it's wet foam clay that we have to worry about. It will be instant hold. And I'm just adding these guys to hide that seam from this, where I wrapped the glitter foam sheet on the side to where I attached the foam sheet circle on the top, okay? This is looking sparkly and fun. Hi, Annabelle. Welcome, welcome. So, up after me is, I just went and checked before my video, and I didn't write it down. Maricela, help me. I'm having a senior moment. Up after me is, fill in the blank, please. I literally checked it like 2 minutes before I went live, you guys. When you're my age, your brain is full from all of the decades of stuff, and there's no more room to fit anything else. So information goes in and it goes right back out. It goes in and it goes right back out, you guys. I have 6 decades of information in there, and it's full. Won't hold anymore. I did go and check though, so I could, and I remembered all the ones that came before me. How weird is that? Ginger, Marissa, Lucy, Debbie, and Nicole from Nicole's Great Creation. That's right. That's right. Thank you. As soon as I read it, I remembered it. Thank you, Lucy. Oh, Michelle, I hate that. I know you say that all the time, that your lag seems to be a little bit more, and you tested it against, on your husband's phone, I think you said, and on his phone, it's less than on your phone. I hate that. I hate that. I say it all the time, guys. Electronics are fabulous when they work, right? When they work. When they work. Okay, guys, we're almost all the way around. I'm taking a little time with this because I'm being careful to add just the teeniest amount of hot glue because I don't want it to show through the gold rhinestones. I want the rhinestones to pop. How's everyone's weather? For those of you that live in the north, or those of you that oh, and then Marie, her mama, is on right after her. Good to know. Good to know. For those of you that live in the north, or those of you in the south that were affected by this crazy winter storm, are you thawing out? Yesterday was the first day we got up above freezing since the storm on Tuesday. So it did start to melt yesterday. And we have a big slanted metal roof. Most of you have seen the pictures of the front of my house. And when a section would give way, it would be this gigantic whoosh. as sheets of ice were sliding all the way down the metal roof and crashing onto the ground below. It sounded loud, and then when it hit the ground, it made the sound like when a tree falls. All I can say is thank goodness that happens like during the day when the sun is out and not at night, because can you imagine if that happened at night when we were sleeping? How cuckoo crazy would that be? Cold in Billings, Montana. I can only imagine. All right, I have one too many little rhinestone sections on the back here. I wasn't sure. I didn't want to be short. So I made sure when I cut this off the roll, I left myself enough. Too many. Too many. Okay, we're all the way around, guys. So next, I thought I would add just a little bit of sparkle to these gorgeous paper flowers from my stash. Let's see what we think. Okay. So there we are so far. Okay. And I'm going to turn it. Okay. So I grabbed some of the Gold Crush rocks from my shop. You guys know I sell them in an assortment pack, 6 colors, and the little screw-off top tubes. So they're very easy to work with, one color at a time. Just screw off the little section that you want to work with and add it to your project. All right, so now I'm going to add just a tiny bit. Hi, Wendy. How are you? Hi, Brenda. Welcome in. A tiny little bit of clear tacky glue here and there to some of these flowers. I mean, I don't want to go so far over the top, but I feel like the Roaring 20s was very opulent anyways, with the bling and the flappers and all of the things. But because we have the gold leaves, I didn't want to go so far over the top. The tricky part will be trying to see where I did add the glue and where I didn't add the glue. So we'll just sprinkle it in. It's going to go all over my table. We'll get it off at the end. And then I'm going to go like that. Just a little, guys. Just a little smattering of gold. Just a little, just because we can. And I don't know why I have to stand up when I sprinkle, but apparently I do. Okay, I'll just do 3 at a time so I don't lose track of where I added the glue. All right, so then we'll be ready for our next layer. Hi, Raymond. How are you? Did you make it back from your trip to Hobby Lobby, or did you not go yet? Set it down, get some more glue. I cannot, lost my train of thought, guys. I lost my train of thought. To look at packaging when I buy things. So mixed rhinestones. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Dee. Yeah. Okay. almost all the way around. And then these 2 layers will be done, guys, and we can move on to the next layer. 2 more. And you see, I'm just lightly touching the edges of the flowers. Not going too crazy, because I just wanted like a light dusting of these crushed rocks. I didn't want it to get too crazy. This is so pretty. I think I really do need to make a snow lady with this technique, with the ice cream bowl. But of course mine will have to be pink in Candyland. Okay guys, so there we are. What are we thinking? So pretty. So pretty. Okay, let me see if I can try to get these crushed rocks that I made a mess a little bit out of our way. Some of them, so we can move on. They're on my laptop. They're in my little, I have a cute little aqua cupcake tin sitting right here with 6 little sections, and that's where I keep my glue and all of my supplies that I need at my fingertips right away. They're all over. That I did a real messy job, guys. I've done better than that before. What the heck? Okay. All right. There's still some random ones, but that's okay. It's okay. That's okay. All right. So here's my back. Here's the seam. Our next layer is going to be, I took a paper mache round box, took the top off, put one of those green little cupcake, I call them cupcake styrofoam pieces from the Dollar Tree inside. So I would have something substantial to add glue onto this, and covered it with the glitter foam sheet again. And we're gonna glue our next layer on. So there's my back, there's my front. Hold it there for a few seconds. Let the glue do its magic. Hi, Martha. Welcome in. Thank you. Our unique touch. What is your name? Remind me, please. This is pretty, guys. We can just stop there, but we're going to keep going. How am I doing on time? Halfway done. All right. So next, and guys, if I don't finish this live, I will certainly take pictures of it and show you how it turned out, okay? Next, I took that mold that a lot of us use to make the little beads. I took some black foam clay, and you guys know my little trick. When I prep ahead of time for events, you can do your clay and leave it in a Tupperware container. Oh, Shannon, thank you. And it will keep. It won't dry out. It won't dry out. All right. So again, I'm going to start in the back. Glue. I'm adding just a little bit more glue. Okay. I'm going to start in the back. And what I'm basically wanting to do is cover that seam. And I am going to use tacky glue for this, and just go around with the tacky glue, add it in there, and it will dry. It'll take a few hours probably to dry, and the foam clay is still wet, so I'm just gonna be careful, not mess with it too much. Let everything dry. And then I'll take pictures and post the finished project. And this is just to camouflage that seam of this layer on top of the layer number 3 on top of layer number 2. It's just to camouflage it. All right, and now I'm connecting my second one to my first one. Little foam clay beads. Just done with a mold. Hi, Christy. How are you? And you want to make sure when you're attaching your bead string number 1 to bead string number 2, you really push those two together, guys. So as it dries and shrinks, it won't pop off. All right, I'm all the way to the back, all the way around. And I'll cut off what I don't need, just right there. That's excess. I will scrunch it up and put it back in my black foam clay bag. And guys, that is the licorice primitive pumpkin foam clay that I carry in my Paper Sweeties shop, papersweeties.com. All right, guys, what do you think? See how it hides that seam? Now you can't see where that layer attaches to that layer, okay? Keep going. Put this back in the container so it doesn't dry out. All right, so next, I want to hide this seam, the top seam, right here. So I grabbed some silver. Yes, I love the trim molds too, Sam. Hi, Tammy, welcome. Gold, excuse me. I grabbed some gold sequins from my shop because we are going over the top, opulent gold on today's project, okay? And again, I'm gonna start in the back. I'm gonna add a little bit of tacky glue, a bead of it. Take my wax pen, pick up a sequin, and attach it to the glue. Very pretty, guys, very pretty. Let me get to the end of my little strip of glue and then I'll pick it up and show you. But it's just enough to hide that seam. We don't want to see any seams on this pretty, pretty flapper girl, fancy roaring 20s dress, right? And I may have to keep wiggling them around because I'm putting them kind of at a diagonal to cover that top circle seam and where it meets the flat part. Hi, Chris, welcome in. So fancy, right, Peggy? And they might want to try to slide off. So I might have to flatten them out a little. Because I don't want them to slide off our pretty dress. Let me try hot glue. Let me try a little bit of hot glue. Or maybe liquid fusion might be good. Let me try a little bit of hot glue, guys, because they're wiggling around and moving and shifting, and I don't like that. I don't like that. I want them all to be uniform. So let me see if hot glue will be a little bit better. This might be something I have to mess with like after I finish to get them to cooperate. But the tacky glue is going to take a while to dry. And they continue to move and shift and wiggle every time I add another one or touch one. And I don't like that. So let me go over here. I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue and see if it's any better. It might be. Like with our rhinestones. Yeah, that might be better, guys. Yeah, I think I like the hot glue better. They're cooperating, but that's going to be a while. Glue strings. To meticulously go around and add them. So I am going to move on and we'll come back to that. Okay, guys? I'm going to move on. The ones with the tacky glue are just not, they're wanting to shift and move because I'm putting them at an angle. I'm not sitting them flat on the top. So, note to self, don't use tacky glue. I might pull them off, you guys. All right, but it's gonna be pretty and it will cover that seam. But we're gonna move on because I don't wanna run out of time for the main event. Okay, so next, like I said, this is gonna be a flapper dress with a twist. Hi, Marquita. Liquid fusion will work, little at a time. Yep, and I do have some because I see that Wendy uses it. So maybe we'll give that a try, but I wanna move on so we don't run out of time to finish this. I cut a hole in the top, you guys see. See how they're shifting and moving? I don't like that at all. I'm actually gonna pull those ones that I added with the tacky glue off. And I will go back in with my hot glue or liquid fusion. I don't like how they were behaving. They were misbehaving, guys. Putting those in a timeout. Those ones with the tacky glue. So, no, I didn't like that. Hi, Brenda, welcome in. All right, so you saw I cut a hole out at the top. So, how many of you guys, my grandmother always used to buy my birthday cake every year when it was time for my birthday. And a lot of times she would get me a cake like this with roses all over. And do you guys remember the Barbie doll cakes? Do you guys remember the cakes with the Barbie dolls? That's my little spin that I thought of, you guys. So I went to the Dollar Tree and I bought a $1.25 Barbie doll. And I'm not going to say it on the live because I don't want to get censored. I did that, and that to her, okay? Then I covered her lightly with some skin color foam clay and used my oil to try to even out the wrinkles as best I could. It still has some wrinkles, especially in the back that I couldn't get out for some reason. Not a worry because we're gonna cover that. All right, so then I rolled out some more of the licorice. Yes, right, Lucy? Right. Rolled out some more of the licorice foam clay. And then I used this impression mold. Yes, Sam, it's a Barbie Roaring 20's foam. Well, not a Barbie, a doll Roaring 20's foam cake. And then pressed it into my foam clay, okay? And then I wanted it to have like a little dip in the front. So I grabbed my tiniest little leaf cutter and we're gonna find where the center of this is. That impression mat is so pretty, guys. It's like quilted And then it has the flower in the middle that I thought picked up the flowers on the bottom. Yes, right? I mean, I only held this up quick because I felt so bad that I had to do that to her. So I'm going to take this and create a little V in the top of her. I'm just trying to see where I want it, you guys. In the top of her bodice of her dress. Okay. So I used my little leaf cutter to cut out a little V so it would be a little dip, okay? Then I feel like, because the clay on our, oh, thank you, Maureen, thank you. Yeah, like I said, my cake morphed. It went from a cake with a champagne bottle and a champagne glass to a doll with a big old fancy skirt. All right, so I'm adding a little bit of clear tacky glue onto our, we're gonna call it a dress form, okay? Dress form. And then I'm just gonna put that V that we cut out kind of in the middle and wrap it around. Bring it to the back and cut off the excess, right? Yeah. Yep. So she's gonna be a pretty roaring 20s flapper girl, ready to go to the club. to the speakeasy, right? All right, and then I'm gonna carefully kind of press this portion is gonna get hidden in the cake, so I won't be very concerned with that. But I don't want to unemboss. Hi, Julie, welcome. I don't want to unemboss all that pretty embossing up top where it's gonna show. Just pressing it down to give her a little bit of a waist. Okay, pretty. And pressing the top kind of onto her a little bit. And I'm gonna cut slits in my circle so it'll give a little bit more room to push her down into that styrofoam. Am I in the camera or did I go off camera? I'm notorious for doing that, guys. I get so involved in my craft that I forget that y'all are watching. All right, so I cut slits in this up top. Oh, Maricela, thank you for inviting me. I was so excited when you asked me. And I'm gonna cut a little bit of this very bottom of the foam clay off because it's super bulky. And I don't wanna have a hard time pushing this sweet little girl down in there. We're gonna have to show her who's boss, and we're gonna have to get a little rough with it now. So you guys might wanna look away. It might get a little, thank you, Ginger. It might get a little scary for a second. Putting a bunch of hot glue down in there that will stick to the bottom of the Barbie doll, the doll. And I'm gonna show her who's boss and stick her down in there. Okay, I feel like I can't push it down any further, so I feel like she's down in there onto that green styrofoam, okay? So there's our doll topper. Okay. She's had a rough day, right? Poor thing. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Had some surgery, bless her little heart. Okay, how much time do I have? All right, I think we're gonna be okay. I'm not gonna have time to finish all these gold sequins around, but I will after when I'm watching Nicole, and then I will post a picture. So then, for my stash, and these are from the Dollar Tree, I was gonna take some white pearls and add them around to hide that seam where the Barbie doll bodice meets the next layer on the skirt. You would think that they could engineer a hot glue that wouldn't create strings. You would think in this day and age, of all the things, they could create a hot glue that didn't do all of these crazy strings. I guess not. Hi, I'm Snowcrafty, welcome. All right, I'm just putting a little drop of hot glue and putting these pearls. And again, that's to camouflage that little seam of where her bodice meets the next layer on her skirt. And then I will go back in after, hi Carly, and remove all the glue strings, you guys. All right, I'm gonna move on. I'm not gonna go around and finish the back live because I have a few more things I wanna show you live. All right, so here's where we are so far. There's a big old glue string right there. There's where we are so far. Okay, so then I took some gold chenille stem and some more of that gold foam sheet, and I kind of did what Lucy did on her project. I made a tiny little ruffle for, to hold up her dress, the sleeves, not sleeves, but like straps, the straps for her dress to hold it up. So I'm going to kind of separate, give me a little spot to push that in the back. And in the front, I want to push it down in the front. I kind of want to push it down inside that foam clay, you guys. And because it's going to be pushed down in there, I'm just adding hot glue, which I know is a big no-no when you're working with foam clay, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be fine. You guys, look at her. Look at her with her fancy up top. Hi, Joanne. How are you? All right, and then I'm going to do it on this side too. Make me a little hole to put that chenille stem down in. Bring my front away a little bit. Add some hot glue. Hi, AAA. Oh my gosh, Christy. Thank you. Like I said, the sad thing is I have decades and decades of wardrobe in my closet because I've been on this earth for decades and decades. So when something like this comes up, I can just pull from my closet. Thank you, Yvonne. Oh, thank you, Tammy. Thank you. I had a lot of fun with this, you guys. I had a lot of fun with this. All right, so there are her straps to hold the top of her dress up. Here's how the pearls are gonna look. And like I said, I will continue all the way around. but I didn't want to run out of time. Then I thought I would take another little piece of the rhinestone ribbon, I guess, that I got from the Dollar Tree and put it around her neck to make her a little necklace. Okay. And I'm gonna secure it with some super glue, and I'm gonna try to be careful and not get it on my fingers. I did that last night when I was live working, and oh my gosh, my fingers were stuck together. Thank you, Jill. Thank you, guys. Thank you everyone. So again, thank you to Maricela for putting this event together and for inviting me to share a little bit of what I love to do with everyone. This was a fun little craft for me to think of and create and share with everyone. Put a little bit of hot glue just for quick stick. Glue strings. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my gosh. Oh, that would be so great if someone could invent glue without glue strings. And then I pulled, yes, it's an ice cream bowl. I pulled a little gem from my stash, and I was gonna do a little something in front for her to hang down from her necklace. So I'll put a little bit of super glue on the back of the gem. And oh so carefully add it. Hold it there for a few seconds. Let it catch. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Krista. Thank you, Yvette. Thank you. Oh, you guys, look. So pretty. And then last but certainly not least, and like I said, I will continue to go all the way around with the pearls and all the way around with the gold sequins, but I did make a big bow. This reminded me of Maricela, because when she taught the cake class with Maria and Debbie a few months back, she showed us how to make, not a mold, I did mine with a mold, but she showed us how to make a big bow that we added to our cake that we made with her. So in honor of her, I wanted to add a big bow to my cake. And I'm gonna add it over here off to the side. I'm gonna poke a toothpick into my styrofoam disc. I'm actually gonna break the end off because I don't want it pointy. I'm gonna poke the toothpick into my styrofoam disc. Okay. Push it almost all the way down. And then I'm gonna add a combination of super glue and hot glue. How we doing? Still 5 minutes, okay. Woo! This is like speed creating, you guys. I'm gonna add some super glue and then a little dollop of hot glue just for immediate stick. And I'm gonna push it down onto that toothpick to kind of help it hold a little. Glue strings. And I'm going to glitter this bow. Of course I am. Thank you, Dee. Thank you, Becca. Thank you, everyone. Let me show it to you. Hers is so pretty. She's very fancy. Just in honor of our sweet, sweet dear friend, Maricela. So there's the top of her bodice with her pretty ruffled straps, her pretty necklace, the pearls to marry the bodice to the next layer. And then we did the foam beads to hide that seam, added the bow. I'm gonna add glitter. And then our gold rhinestones, our flowers, and our leaves. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, everyone. All right, so let me grab my other, don't look at my slippers, guys. They're not Roaring 20s. I'm gonna grab my other sprinkling tray, and we're going to, in 3 minutes, we're gonna do it. We're gonna add some glue to this beautiful bow, some clear tacky glue, just so you guys can see. And pretty much the whole front is finished. I will go back and finish with those pearls, and I will go back and finish with the gold rhinestones to hide those 2 seams. And then I will share a picture of the finished project. Okay. I'm just smoothing it out so we don't have any glops of glue. 2 minutes, down to the wire, guys. Down to the wire, okay? Bring it over here. My favorite stuff in the world. Hi, Annette. Welcome in. My favorite stuff in the world. Floracraft Diamond Dust. I always think of that commercial, of that, I think it was for some sort of ketchup or barbecue sauce or something, where she says, I put that on everything. That's me with the diamond dust, you guys. I put that stuff on everything. In the middle of my macaron cookies, everything. Okay, guys. I will finish with the pearls all the way around, and I will finish with those gold sequins all the way around, but there she is. Woo! 1 minute to spare. There's my take on the Roaring 20s to help celebrate our sweet, sweet friend Maricela. And again, Maricela, I wish you the happiest birthday. It's your first one as a married lady. I hope you're going to be doing something fun with your sweetie pie tonight. I hope he spoils you and takes you out to dinner. And you have just a beautiful night together. All right, guys, we're going to hop over and see what Nicole has in store for us. Thanks for hanging with me today. Bye.